Hello, people viewers, welcome to Mr.Who review. Today I'm reviewing Giant Phantom episode 6 of season 2, The Ultimate Enemy, the second of the specials or two-parters in the season. I'll say it's better than Raging Storms. It adds a few plot holes. So, anyway, this story is about this ghost who's able to control time or just able to stop it and restart it and observe it, named Clockwork, being hired by some very high up ghosts or ghosts or something named Overseers, Onlookers, I don't know. They're basically like Time Lords, except they're green blobs with one eye and wear robes and wear hands. And so now they talk about a mouth. And reading behind Clockwork because they see that 10 years in the future, Danny Phantom becomes the most evil ghost in the world. And then just cuts to present day Danny or past Danny, whatever. And he and his friends are trying to prepare for the career aptitude test. And Clockwork decides to, like I said, test Danny by sending some future villains or villains from the future to him, like Boklump's ghost, the daughter of the Bok Ghost and Lumps Lady, and like to career Danny, too. When he finds her in the nasty burger, he uses some sauce and so they heat up and they explode. So you go and start the nasty burger said in the assembly that Danny and friends were out that would happen. And then he goes intangible and somehow gets blown away. Would it make more sense they got blown away while still tangible, and then when he did get blown away, he went intangible? I don't know. Anyway, he goes through the briefcase that the Lancer has that had the answers to CATs. When Clockwork thinks he's not gonna use it, he decides they might use it, and Tucker and Sam try to convince him not to, but he still was hellbent on using it, and Lancer overhears their conversation and just tells the Jazz that he knows that Danny has the test answers. And when Danny is about to open the envelope with the answers, another bad guy from the future turns up, and that's Skulk Tech. They see a Skulker with the Technus as operating system, and they might be from the future, but Tucker can still hack them with their PDA. And then Danny's got to fight, and Skull Tech uses this weapon that's able to sort out Danny's powers for a short time. And just have this joke where Danny just has his hand on a telephone wire or black hole, and he just snaps like he said, you don't really think that will actually happen. And then I do it again with Skull Tech where you can get the sentence. So, and at the time Danny was connected to something that Skull Tech had, and when this Daniel falls off, he, Sam and Tucker get teleported or transported, whatever, to Clockwork's home, lair, whatever. And then we meet the Clockwork and he just says that he was hired by the overseer to take him out. And when they first saw his evil self, they started calling him damn Plasmius, since he's such a combined version of Danny and Vlad, so makes sense. And for some reason, Sam just keeps calling Dan a jerk instead of like evil or anything. I don't know. And then it cuts to a scene where Clockwork was shown Danny that Jazz knows that he has the test answers, and she starts crying. Oh my god, and then there's a fight between Danny and Clockwork, and then see Tucker finds out that if he wears the medallion, then he can freeze time for Dan. He's wearing one when they first got to the place, and he thought might come back to their time. And then Dan and Danny just run to the future. Nothing means future Valerie, who's trying to take out Danny, and she reveals that Tucker, Sam, Danny's parents, and Mr. Manager actually died when they were doing the CATs. And then Dan shows up. I like how to say he is just overpowered. Like, yes, the power to freeze Sam Tucker in some sort of green goo thing, able to turn to gas. And when I was younger, I thought he turned to snot. Yes, all the time with some kids. And later on, when he had Danny, he's able to use the medallion into him, so he can't get off or out, whether he's ghost or human. And he's able to open a portal to the ghost zone. And he's able to turn to his 14-year-old self. I don't know. Did they just think of giving this guy a lot of powers? Oh yeah, this ghost is red and comes out of his nose. I don't know. Well, I will say that the actor he chose to do Dan Plasmius just sounds great. He sounds medicine and just oozing evil. And the voice actor for Clockwork was great as well. It sounds wise and has a bit of sense of humor. And I just love that he keeps turning to different forms or different stages of his life. Like first he's a baby, then a middle-aged man or a grown-up, whatever you want to call it, and then he's an old man with a beard. It's just cool. Anyway, Dan tries to kill Sam Tucker when they run, but then they take off their medallions. And like I said, Dan just traps Danny into the ghost zone where Danny meets some of his old enemies like Box Lunch, not Box, Box Ghost, Johnny 13, Kitten, Ember, and Skull Tech. And they have better days. With Ember being like a lot of singers getting fat, and Johnny being in a wheelchair. But I think Box Ghost was creepy at this, especially with the sense of beware. With the normal one, it just seems goofy, but with the future one, it's just a little bit scary. But yeah. And they're just beating him up since they still blame him for the bad things that happened in the future, even though it's the younger him that are beating up. And then Danny actually activates his ghostly whale, which he wasn't able to get till like 10 years in the future. And for some reason, when he does that, only his hair is normal, not his whole body. Like in later episodes, when he does it, he transforms back to normal. But in this, he does his hair and his eyes are normal. You know? Oh yeah, and the ghost invention that the sentence make in this one is the boomerang, as Jack says apparently it's able to track a ghost's ethno signature, and that's just how Jazz knows that it isn't the real Danny since, well, for one, he actually turned himself into Dan, like real himself, and the ethno signature didn't, like, not the boomerang, it's in the look on to his ethno signature. And he just calls her to go unconscious by blasting something, and she tried going through the door where that's being held, and somehow they will get his ghost self to split off from him and just be intangible and take care of Dad's. I don't know if he just leaves outside the door or drags her into the janitor's closet, but anyway, before Dad sends the boomerang in the ghost zone, and I don't know if his voice activated or what, but he says to find Danny 10 years in the future. I don't know. I thought it was only supposed to crack, walk into the ghost's ethno signature. Where's the voice activation thing coming up? Later on, when Dan said that he wasn't able to find his cheated as enemy's ghost portal, Danny actually finds it pretty easily since a purple American football is blocking it. How could Dan not find this? It makes no sense. And then Danny finds Vlad and keeps telling the story of everybody dying. Oh yeah, there's a funny moment when Danny sees his parents and friends memorial statue saying gone for not forgotten. And Mr. Lancer says gone. That was funny. Yeah. Anyway, with that Dan and Vlad, it turns out after his parents and friends died, Danny went to live with Vlad. And then I said he didn't have these emotions, and Vlad said that he tried taking away his new emotions by ripping out his ghost half. That makes no sense. Like, would it make sense if he said if he said what Spider-Man said or what Superman said in the first movie, like with all these powers I can't even say the ones I love or which I never had these powers or something. It makes no sense. And something else doesn't make any sense. When he rips out Danny's ghost half, it's obviously evil. In the episode where Tucker gets ghost powers, and then a later episode where Danny actually uses the ghost catcher to split his human and ghost half apart. The two times his ghost part wasn't evil. It makes no sense. Ugh, time travel. It also turns out that Danny's parents and friends and teacher died because the Nazi burger's thing exploded. But I don't know if that would have been the actual thing that killed him. It doesn't seem like it would be able to find out. Anyway, to get Danny back, he just suggested that Vlad take out his human half since he still has the ghost, the Scissor, Edward Scissorhands things. And then Vlad has a crazy moment that has a crazy eyes when he said that he can just kill Danny now so his future wasn't able to happen. And then Danny gets sent back, and back in the present, Mr. Lancer was about to bring Danny to the Nazi burger, but then the Nazi burger's tank will explode, and Dad's with the ghost juicer. Yeah, there's no ghost weapons in this one. and just reveals Dan, and he just traps everybody in on the Nasty Burger's recipe thing. Oh yeah, another power he has is be able to make like a ghost leads to or echo leads to just trap everybody and cover their mouths. And after that, when Jazz tries to punch him, he's able to somehow make his body into goo or make a hole out of it. And he does a 360 with his head. Or just turns out to the back and then turns his body the other way. He's just overpowered. And somehow Danny comes back with a load of or 3 or 2 ghost inventions. Apparently, like the Spectre and the Ghost Gauntlets. How do you find the time to do this? Oh yeah, in an earlier scene, or in the end, Jazz says that he knew about the test answers for days. She knew for days and then confront Danny the first day that she found out. Was he giving him some time to tell her, or just go and tell Mr. Lazar he has the test answers? Or what? I don't get it. What was Dan doing on those days where the Jazz knew that he took the test answers? Just hanging out with Sam and Tucker? Oh yeah, when he turned into Danny and just ran into Sam and Tucker, how come Sam didn't notice that he was acting weird? I guess Tucker don't notice him, but how did Sam not? Anyway, Danny just defeats Dan by using the ghostly whale and just have some defensive tournaments, but then he's nearly too late to save everybody because camera's in slow motion and his ability to turn into his super ego isn't working. But then Clockwork turns up, bringing Deus Ex Machina into this, saying that he knew this was going to happen, and this gives Danny a second chance to tell Lancer about the test, and he does. And then Danny just said that he knew that Jazz knew about his powers, and everything knew back to normal with him fighting a giant green tentacle monster that when he punches it turns to goo. And then the onlookers to say that Clockwork was cheated, and that Danny is supposed to be using now, so he's probably going to be Danny's mentor. And yet he has determined to have Dan is just bashing around, and you have to see a print of his face or a mole of it, which will be hinting of Dan coming back, but he never does. So I don't know what point that was. If they are doing a 4th season of Danny Phantom, I hope they do bring him back. And that's the end. Despite all the plot holes and everything, it's still a good episode with a lot of good action and the voices for Dan and the Clockwork is just great, and the Olivers are good as well. You know, I still don't get how they can talk. And the looks for the future old Rose Gallery for Danny is just great as well. Even if some of them look a little bit weird. This is actually my favorite episode. I think it's on a lot of people's favorite episode lists. Overall, it was a great episode, and I didn't really expect this from an episode that just teaches about not why you don't cheat. Or do something about the future. Not a lot of shows can get the time travel logic or whatever right. So I think this is one of the closest that got it right. Even though there's a lot of holes, but still. Anyway, I give this an 8 out of 10. Next time is a Tucker focused episode, so hopefully it's good. I don't know if it's the right one, like is it in the right order, but I think I have to see. And until time, have a see you guys later.